very well be this.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on another team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
NC State, number 5, takes it back to the 4.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go on the attack first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not true. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain. And it's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. They know where to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Wolfpack will line up and punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Clemson jumps to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, Dave?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Gets it out fast. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. It's a seam wide, and he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Allen. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Dorsey. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got the first down himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Looking downfield on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on second and long. Using his legs, it's McLaurin. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Caught in the backfield. It's Richardson. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that well, good coverage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working on the right. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The sure hands, it's Jordan. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The give from the gun. Got room to work. Got enough for the 1st. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The screen, he's got wheels. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Wants to go up top on first down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Finds his man on the way. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Unloads quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the draw. He's in open space downfield. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it himself. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Clemson will send the punt team out. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on second down. Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And wings it incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Punts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
At the 21-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and then the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
It's complete on the right side. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Here comes Clemson with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gets it to the back on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away.
Number 13 on to punt it away.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field.
Huh?
They'll start this drive with a pass. The short hand, it's McLaurin. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
The tight end always finds a way to get open. He's just a first down machine, Jesse.
And he's a guy, Reese, that is proven he can beat man coverage, but he's also so good against zone, too. He just knows where the soft spots are in the defense. That's why this quarter...
Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Everybody getting hurt.
Out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got his man on the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. On the move. And maybe
that's a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Maurice. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention
God, bro, niggas is
defense has been all over him.
Another tough
dropping like flies. We got a big game next week.
The reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But
the tackle 2-9.
If they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Clemson will send the punt team out. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina State has it back on the offense. Headed.
I ain't really scout these niggas at all, for real. Oh, yeah, let me not fuck with y'all. Well, you know.
Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Open space at the 25. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a nobody.
Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I have to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground, incompletion. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And is slipped just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence booster for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Clemson jumps to the line.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to...
Oh, get him, 20. Number 9. You supposed to go up.
Sticking his face in the fan and making
Oh,
a
mate.
play.
Yeah.
Love to see DBs tackle like
Yeah, I was
that.
supposed to.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
On play, brother.
Take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Not a whole lot of room there.
You gotta kill it, boy.
2nd and 7. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep. And
Come on, brother. You slowing down running.
The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Lofts one high and deep.
Give me that.
Picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. He's at the 40.
Lineman fast as hell.
Understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Leaves it with the running back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you've got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quick release on the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to beat you.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, the defense knows it too, so they're going to play call.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second.
Oh, good disguise.
His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Looking for the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Dorsey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does in this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. Continues to fight for yards. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. And the defense, got him at the 27. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Finds a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Jordan. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him
No pressure.
Clemson is quick to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort.
What is that? No, you can't do that right now. Hold on.
The field, there's a defender swatting it away. They have had this
I already know
quarterback's number
Devon had him a
all game long,
nice
and that's why
tall
they're winning
glass
this
a
game.
minute ago.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple
It was cool. It
possessions
tasted
this late.
straight.
4th down attempt coming. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big